And
It's apparently a big all-star cast.
Actually, wasn't there a mode in the new Sam and Max game like that?
yeah, the gritty, yeah.
Yeah.
The gritty
That was awesome.
with the no armor mode. That was awesome. I love it too because he literally grows stubble like in the 5 seconds you don't see him. It's hilarious.
Jetty, what else? What's on your list this year? Well, what games are you looking forward to? Maybe not games that are coming out this year, because I believe you said you aren't playing any newer games. But
Yeah.
what games are you hoping to play in 2011?
I think I might play through Front Mission again.
Front Mission. Is that the mecha game?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of that. Hang on.
I think they re-released it for the DS actually a little while ago.
Oh, yeah, I think they did.
Actually, considering where I was at the time when I heard the news, it would have been at least like 4 years ago. So.
I like that you remember where you were when you heard the news.
Well,
Like it's when JFK got shot. Where were you when they released Front Mission for the DS?
I was sitting in a coffee shop, and when I heard the news.
oh no, I was in New York at the time, so
Oh, okay.
yes. A more general, what state was I in?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I have no clue what's coming out this year, and
It's also a DS RPG that I kind of have on my radar. I think it's published by Atlas. It's called Radiant Historia. Does anyone hear about that
Yeah,
game?
I've heard of it.
It's a time travel RPG. I mean, I'm getting strong Chrono Trigger vibes from it, and I tend to enjoy anything that involves time travel in general. So
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
yes. Well, we've already hit the two main topics of GameCola.net.
Phoenix Wright.
Right, and Back to the Future.
These are back-
We can call this a show. That's on my list. Yeah, those are the games I'm looking forward to. Radiant Historia and You Don't Know Jack.
And there's also, this year's the sequel to GameCola's #1 game of all time, Portal.
That's true.
Right,
too.
yeah. Oh man, that's gonna be insane.
I hope so, and I know Valve usually doesn't do you wrong. They usually release just quality games.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that's going to be a real, to beat a dead word, an epic.
Yeah.
It's supposed to have a co-op mode too, right?
Yeah.
That looks kind of interesting because like I like the idea of Portal, but when I play it, my mind usually doesn't work well enough for it.
So maybe if you have someone
I'm
else
not
there
good
helping
at those kind of puzzles. I'm much better at wacky item combination puzzles. So if I play co-op mode, I figure I can play the game with someone who actually knows what they're doing, and I can just make them tell me what to do.
Yeah, and if I understand right, I think how it works is one of you get the blue portal, one of you get the orange portal. And I think that's how it works. I might be completely wrong.
Okay, that'd be interesting. I'm just curious how they're gonna make a full-length, full-feature AAA like puzzle game.
I don't know.
Because I mean, Portal was fun, but I think everybody liked it so much because it was really short. You didn't ever get too tired of just throwing portals around.
Yeah, it left at its peak. It didn't
Yeah.
overstay its welcome. I don't know. I don't know if it
This
could
one's
overstay
just
its
going to
welcome.
also be short, and then they'll just jack up the price of it.
Yeah.
Does
I
Valve
really
do
hope
stuff like that? Valve doesn't seem like they do stuff
No,
like
they're pretty good.
Yeah.
No, I think the worst thing they've done recently is the store thing. But even then, that's not really so bad because most of the money's going towards the people who make items for TF2. So, didn't hear about that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
No.
okay. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, what are you talking about?
Well, not too long ago, they for the Team Fortress 2, like they have the class updates, and one of the updates put forward like an online store where you can buy like virtual hats and virtual like weapons and whatnot. It was all really cosmetic. Nothing really improved your game at all. And then there was a big whole thing where, now Valve's selling out and whatnot, but most of the money, it's stuff on the store was pretty expensive. Like, you can get, like, an alligator, like, a pack of items for, like, it's like $20. It is just pixelated items that you can't use anywhere else, so It was a big deal at the time, but most of the money is just going towards the community who built these items, so
Yeah.
it's not so bad.
Okay.
Anyways.
So final thoughts? Any other quick games we're looking forward to before we can move on to the next topic?
Not really, no.
I'm a big Oblivion fan. Skyrim is coming out at the end of the year.
Okay, yeah.
I actually heard a rumor that new Zelda game is actually supposed to come out by the end of this year too.
Oh yeah, I did hear
I read
that.
that a couple days ago.
And also I read that Silent Hill 8 is coming out, which means I've apparently missed 5 Silent Hills. I thought they stopped at 3.
All right.
That's going to be interesting.
Justin, give us our next topic.
Well, okay. I was gonna first start off with what we're playing, but I think if you can talk about that now. But I've got another one. If you want to leave that until like near the end of the podcast.
Whichever. I'm
All right.
open to whatever.
Okay. Well, I was gonna ask, what was the I don't know if you guys played. Like, what was the last time you guys have felt like immersed into a game? Like, where you're playing a game like for so long, and then the lines between reality and fantasy start to blur a little bit.
You mean where like you play Final Fantasy Tactics for a really long time, and then you go to walk outside, and all you can think is, "Oh, I need to walk this many blocks."
Yeah, or like you're playing like Fallout for so long that you start to see a little bit of like a health meter. Your health meter's low when you haven't eaten for like a couple hours or something.
Yes.
Well, what was the last game or the game that you remember that sort of brought you to that like almost zen-like?
Well, this is sort of related. Thanks to games like The Sims, I like still think of things in terms of, oh, my bladder meter is empty.
I was just going to say, I think of life kind of in terms of The Sims every now and again.
I'll
be like, oh man, I'm tired, and I'll just picture like a big red bar.
I frequently think of my social meter, but mine is kind of reverse of The Sims. Like, after I talk to people for a very long time, my social meter gets filled up, and I just don't want to see anyone for like a week. But that's sort of what you were talking about, but not really.
What I have happen more often is just computers in general. I will be looking at like a book, or I'll be like trying to find something in like a pile of notes or something, and I'll be like, Control F, ah!
Stupid real life.
Yes, can't I just Google for that in my notes? Cite notes. Find receipt.
But yeah, for me anyways, yeah, like I said, Fallout New Vegas, which I recently just got, and basically it's one of those games where it's like early in the morning, it's like 1 o'clock, you've got school tomorrow, and you gotta go a little further. You have to get to New Vegas. You just look at your watch and say 5 more minutes for the next couple of hours. And then it basically got to a point where eventually like I had to go up and get to school, and then like I was really hungry, and then for a moment, like in the lower left corner of like my eye, I swear to God, I saw like the little health bar, which is really low. Not a great moment, and then I stopped playing for about a week.
Yikes.
Yeah, I know. It's
Trying to think of another one for me. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually gotten like really immersed in a game, or like really into a game even. I don't know why. Maybe I'm playing the wrong games. Although that does segue nicely into your other topic.
Yeah.
Let's jump into that. What games are everyone playing right now?
I've been playing Oblivion again, to bring up the topic I said a few minutes ago. Just because I didn't get some achievements, and Microsoft deleted my save game.
Aww.
After I was about 250 hours into it. So I wanted to get those achievements again, so I'm playing it through again before Skyrim, which should give me just enough time.
And that will be the only game you play until then?
Yep.
I was gonna say, if you got it for the Xbox, I'm assuming, or Xbox 360. Yeah, I was gonna say, because on the PC there's a lot of just modifications for Oblivion and Fallout and New Vegas that just completely changed the game entirely. And
I had it on the PC at one point, and the only mod I actually had was one that turns Wait, was it that? Oh, wait, maybe I'm thinking of some other game, but I think it was something where it turns your flash... No, you don't have a flashlight in that, but it turns it into Hello Kitty. I actually think it was Doom 3, now that I think of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. What I'm playing right now is I'm playing kind of an old game. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Def Jam Fight for New York for the PS2.
I played that.